I burned through the included usage on my Claude Max plan in 30 minutes. Then I spent another $29 over the next 2 days just to keep working. I'll show you the exact mistake I made, the model split I should have used, and the setting you need to check before this happens to you. We'll cover it in 3 parts. What that $29 tells us about Claude's pricing, how to assign the right model to the right job, and check usage before starting, and how Usage Credits lets you keep working without giving Claude an open-ended budget. Let's start with what happened. I gave Fable 5 a batch of 30 motion graphic scenes. About 30 minutes later, the scenes were finished. So was the included usage on my Max plan. My weekly limit was not scheduled to end for another 2 days. Paid usage was turned off, so Claude stopped the project instead of drawing from a separate balance. I wanted to keep working, so I enabled paid usage and added $50 in credits. By the time my weekly allowance reset 2 days later, $29 of that balance was gone. I knew Fable was more expensive. I did not realize how quickly that difference would multiply across 30 scenes. Here's the plain English explanation for you. Claude models are priced using tokens. A token is a small piece of information Claude reads or produces. As a rough mental model, 1 token is about 4 English characters. Your prompts uses tokens. Claude's responses uses tokens. Your files and the earlier context inside the session can also use tokens. That last part matters. In a long chat or Claude session, each new request may require Claude to process more of the previous conversation. So keep each session focused on 1 core task. When the work changes, consider starting a clean session instead of carrying unnecessary context forward. The model you select also changes how expensive those tokens are. As of July, Fable 5 costs $10 per million input tokens and $50 per million output tokens. Opus 4.8 costs $5 per million input tokens and $25 per million output tokens. Sonnet 5 costs $2 per million input tokens and $10 per million output tokens. That makes Fable 5 times the current price of Sonnet and twice the price of Opus. While you are working inside your plan's included allowance, you do not see a retail receipt after every task. You only see your usage limits. Once I enabled paid usage, the same type of work began coming directly out of my credit balance at standard API rates. That is why the $29 felt sudden. The cost was not new. The visibility was. This really comes down to 2 habits. Choose the right model, obviously, then check your usage before starting a large job. Think of this workflow like a director and a production crew. The director makes the difficult creative decisions. The crew applies those decisions across every shot. You would not pay the director's rate for every repetitive production task. And I should have not paid Fable's rate for all 30 scenes. Here's the workflow I would use now. First, I would use Fable to analyze the project. It would research the visual direction, choose the style, define the motion language, and create the complete storyboard. Then I would ask Fable to build 1 finished scene. That scene would become the quality benchmark. Once I approve it, it would give the storyboard and the reference scene to Sonnet 5 and have it create the other 29 scenes. So in a nutshell, use Fable to plan and prove the direction once. Then use Sonnet to execute repeated work at a lower price. A cheaper model is not automatically worse. I gave Sonnet and Opus the same client email to rewrite. I preferred Sonnet's version. It cost less, sounded better for that particular job. The best model is not always the most expensive. It is the model that fits the task. Hey, real quick, if this has been helpful, take a quick second and subscribe and like the video. It really helps to grow the channel and I truly appreciate it. Choosing the right model is only half of it. You also need to know how much usage you'll have left before pressing go. The second habit is checking your usage before starting. Go into Claude, open settings, then open usage. That page shows your progress against your current 5-hour session limit and weekly limits. It also tells you when those limits reset. I had never reached the limit before, so I do not feel the need to check that page before starting the Fable project. Before your next large coding job, research project, design batch, or long-running agent session, check 2 things. Which model are you using and how much included usage is left? Those 10 seconds can determine whether the job finishes inside your plan or requires additional paid usage. The feature is called Usage Credits. It is available on Claude's paid individual plans, including Pro, Max 5x, and Max 20x. When you reach your included limit, Claude can stop the session until your allowance resets. With usage credits enabled and the funds available, you can choose to continue working at standard API rates. Claude still warns you before moving into paid usage, but once you choose to continue, a large batch or long-running session can consume your balance faster than you expect. That is why I recommend keeping paid usage turned off by default. When you reach the limit, stop and ask, is this job important enough to continue paying for? And if the answer is yes, to make usage credits available, open settings and go to usage. Find the usage credits section down below. Add a payment method and prepay the amount you want available. You can also set a monthly cap, turn on usage credits, and decide whether the balance reloads automatically. Do not immediately set everything to unlimited. And also, I would not enable automatic reloading unless you have a specific reason to use it. Start with an amount you would be comfortable spending during an unusually heavy month. This does not make Claude cheaper, it makes the spending deliberate. None of this is a criticism of Fable 5, by the way. It is still my favorite model and it performs extremely well. My mistake was using it for every repeated execution step. The usage credits solved the interruption for me, and the model split that I should have used and checking the usage are what prevent the same bill from happening again. Remember the 3 lessons here. Match the model to the job, check your usage before starting a large batch, and keep paid usage off until you deliberately decide the work is worth the additional cost. That lesson cost me $29. Now you know it before hitting the wall yourself. Tell me in the comments which Claude model you use most and what you use it for. Finally, if you found this useful, help me grow the channel by liking the video and subscribing. For the weekly version of what I'm researching and testing in AI, my newsletter is called Grow Assembly. It is free, and link is in the description. I'll see you in the next one.